Welcome back to part 2 of the Odens Eye Christmas reviews. So yesterday I reviewed the Silvery Bliss palette, but today I'm going to be reviewing the Rosy Jingle palette. I'm going to be doing this look, I'm going to be swatching the whole palette just as usual. Now these two palettes are very, very different to each other. You cannot get more different palettes. You can tell by the eye look today, this is definitely a different vibe, let's say. I was sent these in PR by Odens Eye, so again, a massive thank you, but I am not being paid to give a good review. All of these reviews are mine alone. Both of these palettes are releasing on the 10th of November, so put that in your diary. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I love doing reviews and I love putting makeup on my face, and this look is definitely a little bit different for me, but you know what? I think it's so pretty. So this is a close-up of the Rosy Jingle eyeshadow palette. Definitely very vibrant, definitely, I think, very summer themed. I don't know, what do you think? Lots of very, very vibrant pinks and yellows, a few little purples. There are a few cool tone shades in here, but definitely predominantly very, very warm toned. So I'm gonna swatch this palette. If you don't want to see the swatches, I will leave a timestamp up somewhere around here and that will take you straight to the eye look, but for those of you that are interested in swatching, then definitely stick around. So let's start with this shade. This is the shade Gentle Memories, and it is a really nice light salmon-y kind of matte, and I do have some stainage going on from the last palette that I filmed with today, but please ignore that. Let's go in with that shade. That is really, really nice. Very, very vibrant. Sometimes very, very pale mattes can just look like nothing on the skin, but that definitely has some pigment to it. Next, we have the shade New Year Wishes, which is almost like a chartreusey yellowy shimmer. And this has a bit of a pink duochrome to it as well. That's something that I love about Odens Eye. Their shimmers normally aren't just shimmers. They are beautiful duochrome-y, something a little bit different, a little bit special, and this is definitely no different. I love that. Next, I have the shade Rosy Jingle, which is on my eye today. This is a statement shade. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna swatch that and just look how vibrant that was. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? That is intense. Let me tell you, you're gonna see that in this eye look. It is very, very vibrant, very intense, and be careful with that shade because it packs a hell of a punch. Next is this. This is what I have on my eyelids today. I knew I had to play with this. This is the shade Celebration Heart. And I don't know if you can see in the pan, it's got like multiple different colors in there. It is stunning. It's almost like an opal kind of shade. Can you see it on my lids? It's got so many different colors in there. It is just beautiful. And that is what that one looks like, covering up that stain, but here we go. That is just stunning. It's got like yellow and red and orange in there, a little bit of green as well. Out of this world beautiful. So let's move on to the second row. We're starting with Sparkling, which is on my lower lash line today. Of course I had to play with a blue. This is me. I love blue so much. No one is shocked. And that is going to go there. This has not that much base pigment to it, but it definitely has a very bright blue sheen, and it has a little bit of a purpley pinky reflect as well in certain lights. So again, really, really cute, really beautiful. Next we have Pink Dream, which is a pastel pink matte, and I've just swatched that there. That is very vibrant. Again, you can tell that there's definitely pigment on that. Next is the shade Champagne, and this is definitely more of an orange tone, I think. It's one of those more firmly pressed shimmers from Odens Eye, and that is that one. It does have a bit of a pink reflect to it, which stays true to the theme of the palette. Look at that. Next we have the shade Joyful, which again I have used in this eye look today. a bright yellow. There we go. Goes beautifully with all of those pink shades. That's what I've used it for today. I've used it to kind of tone down the pink and give me more of an orange kind of look. If you have a really, really pink look and you're like, whoa, I just want to tone it down, just dust a yellow over it and it will make it into more of like an orange, like bright orange kind of look. So if you were struggling or if you were a little bit overwhelmed with pink, just grab a yellow, you'll be fine. Okay, so we're going on to the second row now. This is the shade Sweet Moments, and it is the kind of middle toned pink in this palette. Again, so vibrant, so stunning. I am getting Easter from this. Am I the only one? Next we have Radiant, which is a more true yellow. Oh my gosh, no, it's chartreuse. That is so pretty. I lied, it's not a true yellow. Definitely got a slight bit of green in there. Oh, look at that. I love a pop of chartreuse. Oof, I went through a phase where I was just adding chartreuse onto every single look that I was doing, and I think this shade is gonna be my next victim. Next, I love this shade. You guys know I love taupes, so this is the shade Warmth. Even though it's pretty cool toned. There we go. That's that shade. Even these two shades together, the shade Warmth and the chartreusey shimmery shade, they would go so well together. Next, the last shade on the third row. This is the shade Pure Silver. And that is that shade there. So stunning. Literally, look at that shine. Look at that reflect. Ooh, I love that so much. I love that. Ooh, that is so up my street. Next, the final row. This is the shade Dreamy, and I do have this on my inner corner today, though you might not be able to tell because this actually has a very, very, very strong yellow reflect, even though it looks purple in the pan. That is what that one looks like. You can definitely see that yellowiness. When I put this on the inner corner, I was a little bit shocked, I can't lie, because I was expecting purple, but this definitely has some yellow in it. But again, it's a beautiful shade, really, really high shine. Next, we have Blue Cream. I was going to say Dream, but no, that's definitely a C. Blue Cream. Okay, and that is a purpley lavendery shade. Something that I don't really understand is when they name shades like blue and it's purple, or like Pure Silver and it's like a taupe. I'm not really sure about that, but they can name their shades whatever they want. Two shades left. This is the shade Golden Bell, and this is definitely golden. And I'll swatch that right down there. Very, very, very reflective, beautiful, like a true gold. And finally, we have the shade Toffeef. Toffeef? Toffeef. Is that a spelling mistake? Should it be toffee? Or is it toffeef? Let me know. I don't know. I'm confused. This is a bit more of a satin shade. You can kind of see there is a little bit of shimmer in that. And I'll swatch that there. So here we go. This is the palette. I will pop on screen now a bit of a close-up of the swatches because I know it can be quite helpful to see them a little bit more close up. You can see the color story more, you can see the shift and the shine more. And then this is something that I did as well. I turned the lights down just so you could see the true shine and shimmer of some of these shades. That was a tongue twister. So I hope that helps you out as well. If not, it just looks really pretty. So let's do this eye look. I'm so excited, and it's very different from yesterday's look, but just as beautiful. So let's jump into it. So this is my third eye look of the day. So if my eyes look a bit sore, no, they don't. No, they don't. We're going to ignore it. We're going to cover it up with the Rosy Jingle eyeshadow palette. So you've already seen this. This is what this looks like. I'm actually really excited. It's not something that I would have chosen myself. However, this is kind of cute. I have something in mind, I think. I know I definitely want to use this shade. Look how stunning that is. But we're going to do something not necessarily very me today. I'm very like grunge and cool tone. Not really this palette. I'm obviously gravitating towards these two shades, but we're going to do something pink. We're going to do something a little bit more girly today than I usually do. And I'm actually quite excited. So I'm going to take quite a fluffy brush to start with, and I'm going to go in with this shade Rosy Jingle, which is a bright pink. I swatched this already for a short, and this shade was like intense. So let's be quite careful. I mean, look at that. That is like a highlight pen on my eye. It'll be interesting to see if this stains my eyes at all, because I mean, that's 2 dips. That's a lot. If you are into your bright pinks, this is definitely the palette for you already. I can just tell. Whew. And I am going to leave the lower lash line just because, like I said, it is my 3rd eyeshadow look today, and I just want to keep my eyes from leaking as best as I can. So I will go back and do the lower lash line when I've finished the look. However, I don't think this look is going to be as intense as the look that I did with the other palette coming out from Odens Eye. This is the Silvery Bliss palette. I have already filmed my review of that like 10 minutes ago. So this one is definitely going to be a little bit more chilled, a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more, not everyday, because I mean, we're starting with a bright pink. But that pigment is actually really insane. Look at that. That's 2 dips on each eye. That's so vibrant. Okay, next I'm going to go in with this shade Sweet Moments, which is the more bubblegum pink shade. And I'm going to use a bit more of a fluffy brush and just go over that hot pink. I mean, even that shade is so pigmented as well. Odens Eye are just so good at doing pigment and color and super shimmery duochrome shades, which I am so excited to get into. And that just blended so easily, literally like a dream. Look at that. Yeah, this palette is very good quality. I barely had to put any time into that. That is, wow. Wow. Okay, so now I'm going to use just this pink fluffy brush again. I'm going to go into the shade Joyful, which is this bright yellow. And I'm going to do a little bit of like a sunset-y eye. I want to see how well this yellow shows up on top of those vibrant pinks. Sometimes it is easy for shades to get just a little bit lost, especially when other shades are so vibrant, but you can definitely see that little bit of a yellow hint on the outside there. I'm not sure if it's coming across on camera, but in real life you can definitely see it. I'm just going to add another very light layer. I'm not dipping in hard. I just want that little bit of a hint, which is definitely there. I'm hoping you can see that little yellow hint. Maybe if I turn my head, you can kind of see the difference in the two. And if you did want this to be a little bit more intense, you could go in with a clean brush. Obviously, there was already pink pigment on this brush, but I'm going to go back in with that yellow on the other eye. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I was just going to do like a pink, but you know what? Let's do something a little bit different. You know, I can sometimes get a little bit stuck with just doing one color looks, especially in the crease, just putting one color in there. But I wanted to inspire someone maybe to play around with a 2-tone crease. I am going to build that yellow up, I think. I've decided. I'm going to be a rebel. How cute is that? Okay, I'm liking that. Now, on the lid, I'm going to go in with Celebration Heart, which is this. It reminds me of Easter. It's got like purple, pink, white, yellow. Oh, it's so pretty. I want to see. That's so cute. Oh my gosh, I've got to put this on my eyes right now. Look at how sparkly and shimmery. Oh, that's stunning. Look at how pretty that is. In different lights, it's different colors. Like there's a really kind of harsh redness to it, but there's also like a chartreusiness. I love that shade. I sometimes get scared of these shades with these palettes just because you don't really know what exactly it's gonna look like on the eyes, but you know what? I put my big girl pants on today and I'm gonna do it. Okay, that is very, very pretty. I'm loving that. Ooh, yes. Now, there's not really an inner corner shade in this palette. There's this one, I guess. Like a yellowy whitey shade. That is New Year's Wishes, which is this shade. We could put that on there. I really want to put, I think I'm going to put this blue on the lower lash line. You know me. You know me. I've got to put on a blue. I have to. So I'm going to go back in with Rosy Jingle and do the same colours that I used on the lid on the lower lash line. Everyone hope and pray that my eye doesn't leak. I have left it for a few minutes, so I'm hoping that it's going to behave itself. Okay, so again, that was just Rosy Jingle, then Sweet Moments, and then Joyful, all blended together to make a really, this is so cute. This, you know what this reminds me of? The Huda Orange Obsessions palette, which is discontinued now. So if you missed out on that and you really want it, this has a very similar vibe. I'm about to ruin that vibe though, because I'm about to put on this blue called Sparkling. And I'm gonna pop that on the lower lash line here. Whoa, this doesn't have that much of a base to it, which makes it so unique and so, like, you can use it with anything really. That is stunning. I have to use that shade as a topper over this shade, this taupe, these two. Yes, yes, I need to do that. It has kind of migrated all the way down my face. That is my fault. We're gonna have to just carry on. Okay, and then for the inner corner, there's not really one that I'm gravitating towards. Maybe this? That could be a cute inner corner shade. That is this shade called Dreamy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's, wow, that's very vibrant yellow. Can you see that? I was not expecting that, because it looks so purple in the pan. So that is the eye look done. Definitely very, very different to the look that I did for the Silvery Bliss palette. That was very like cut crease, smoky, in your face. This is definitely a little bit more laid back, a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more saturated, because I thought that was the kind of vibe of this palette. So I'm going to put the finishing touches on and then I'll be right back. Okay, here we are with the final look with the Odens Eye Rosy Jingle eyeshadow palette. I really like this. Something that I thought about when I was doing my waterliner is a lot of winter palettes, especially Christmas palettes, are very, very cool toned. However, this is like summer to me. This is like summer and Easter. And then even this palette is kind of Halloween-y. I don't know, it's something very, very different for holiday releases. And I love things that are a little bit different. So what do you think? Do you love this? I really like this eye look. It's definitely very, very vibrant. So if you are one of those like pink vibrant girls, this is going to be perfect for you. I do want to put it next to, so this is the Huda Orange Obsessions, and then this is the Odens Eye Rosy Jingle. You can definitely see where I'm coming from with this. Interesting. If you did miss my review of the other new palette from Odens Eye coming out very soon, this palette, that would have been live yesterday. This is the Silvery Bliss eyeshadow palette. So if you're interested in my thoughts and opinions and an eye look on this, definitely go back on my channel and have a look at yesterday's video, because that was so exciting. I really loved that one, but I also really love this one as well. What do you think? Which palette is more your theme? Are you going to buy any of these? They come out on the 10th, so definitely keep an eye out, and I'm really excited for this launch. But this is it. I'm going to give my eyes a bit of a break now. 3 looks in one day is a bit much, so I'm going to give them a well-needed rest. If you did enjoy this video, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye!